So basically, one second. So the topic that we'll be seeing today is called as an array. So what is an array? Array is nothing but it is a kind of data structure. It is a data structure. So what is a data structure? What are the data structure that you have studied till now? अभी तक data structure क्या क्या आपने पढ़ा है? What is a data structure? First tell me what is a data structure? What is a data structure? Can someone tell me what is a data structure? Come on, tell me. There is a subject, right? Data structure. किसी को पता है डेटा स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है?
A way of storing data.
Yeah, exactly. So why you're taking so much time for explaining that? It is a way of storing a data. So basically data structure मतलब एक ऐसी जगह जहाँ पे आप डेटा को स्टोर करते हो. तो similarly array is a kind of a data structure. The data structure that it follows is called as a heap data structure. Okay, I don't know whether you have gone through that heap. पता नहीं पढ़ा है कि नहीं. So it is a data structure which generally uh, the array basically follows. Okay, so what is basically an array? It is a data structure which follows a heap data structure. Second most important feature of array is that holds it holds values holds values which are of similar data type, which are of similar data type. Okay, so that is the most important point. ओके सो इसके अंदर जो भी वैल्यू होगा वो सबका जो डेटा टाइप होगा दैट वुड बी सिमिलर. यू कैन नॉट होल्ड different data types के values into an array. Okay, so that is an array. Then we need to define the size of an array. Okay, so we need to define the size of an array. So the size of an array is defined in a rectangular square. Within the rectangular square you put down the dimension of it. Okay, so whatever is the size of it that you put down in that particular array. Okay, so we need to define array size. Okay, उसके बाद we create a single variable. We create a single variable, and these variable can hold multiple values which you can identify them with the help of index number. Okay, so we create a single variable. This single variable this single variable will will store multiple values. Okay, and in order to access these values, how you can access these values? We can access these values with the help of index number. So we can access these values with the help of with the help of with the help of index number. Okay, so अभी तक क्या हमने पढ़ा है? I'll just try to explain it with the help of a diagram. So what we are creating is an array is nothing but it is a kind of data structure. So data structure मतलब एक ऐसी जगह जहाँ पे आप डेटा को स्टोर करते हो. ओके, सो डेटा को स्टोर करोगे मतलब you will be put some data over here, you will put some data over here, you will put some data over here, keep on putting the data into it. So that is why it will be called as a data structure, and the data structure that it follows is called as a, which kind of data structure it follows? Is it stack? Is it queue? Is it tree?
Heap.
Is it? It is called as a heap data structure. So it follows a heap data structure. Then उसके बाद जो आप वेरिएबल क्रिएट करते हो, ओके, दैट मींस इन ऑर्डर टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस एरे you create a single variable. So I can call it as a array A. I can call it as a array A. So A is a variable. Okay, so that variable is pointing to this array. Okay, I'm creating an array called as A, and it is pointing to that array. But in this array can hold multiple values. So example, it can hold 10, it can hold 20, it can hold 30, it can hold 40, etc. So in order to access these value, I can access them with the help of index number. So the starting point of the index number is, what is the
Zero.
starting number? It is
Zero.
0. Then we have 2. Then we have
One.
1. Then we have 2. Then we have 3, and so on. Okay, so we can have as much. And last one is, what is the last number? If it is a of n, what is the last one number will be?
One.
A of n minus 1. अगर n size का मैं array ले रहा हूँ, so the last index number would be n minus 1, because we are starting from 0, so the last would be n. Is it clear? So this is array of size n. So what is n? N is nothing but the size of an array. So size of the array is nothing but it is, since it is starting from 0, the last index number would be n minus 1. Is the point clear? Is the point
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yeah. So this is how we create an array. An array has in Java has a few point that you need to remember. Array को create करने से पहले सबसे पहला जो part होता है for creating any array, the first part is called as initialization. Okay, so सबसे पहले हमें array को initialize करना पड़ता है. Okay, so in order to initialize an array, the syntax in Java is, okay, so what is the syntax for initializing? First you need to give a data type. Okay, so सबसे पहले data type दे दो आप. Okay, so what is the data type? Int, float, byte, char, etc. These are your data types. Okay, so data type दो, उसके बाद you can have a square bracket. Okay, and then variable name, space variable name. So this is how you create an array. This is the first way of creating an array. Second way is a data type, then variable name, and then square bracket. This is the second way of creating it. Okay, there are other ways also. दूसरा तरीका क्या है? We can have int, yeah, data type. We can have a data type, then we have a space, then we have a square bracket, and then we have variable name. Okay, so this is another approach of creating an array. The third another there is another way of doing is a data type. We have a square bracket, no space between them, and then we have, without any space, we can have a variable name. So these are the four ways of creating a array. अगर simple में अगर integer type का अगर मैं create करना चाहूँ, in order to explain it, for example, if I want to create this array which is an integer data type और उसका variable का नाम is a, so I can write down int square bracket a. I can create an array. I can initialize an array like this. The second way of initializing is int a square bracket. This is the second way of initializing. The third way of initializing is int square bracket a. The last way of initializing is int square bracket a. Okay, so these are the four different way of initializing it. Okay, so what is the most widely used? The most widely used is this one and this one. ज़्यादातर book में आपको ये दो way method मिलेगा, but we have got some other more method of initializing an array. Is the point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So अगर आपको याद होगा, when we write public static void main in bracket we write down string args. बराबर ऐसे लिखते हैं हम लोग, string args, and then we have a square bracket. So which method are we using in this? Are we using the first, second, third, or fourth method of initializing it? args is an array. इसका data type क्या है? String. So which method are we using? It is the second method. The second method we are using. We can also write down the same way. Public static void main में आप ऐसा भी change करके कर सकते हो. We can have string, then we have a square bracket, and then we have args. So this is the second way of initializing argument. You can also do that, and so that you can also do the third and the fourth method also. So public static void main के अंदर आप चाहो तो change करके देख सकते हो. It will always work. Is it clear?
सर
Excuse me, sir.
सर वो फर्स्ट, थर्ड और फोर्थ मेथड में वो एरे के पोजीशन का मतलब ये मतलब क्या है उसका?
The square bracket.
हाँ,
square
मतलब
bracket
स्पेस क्यों है मतलब तीनों मेथड में?
तीनों मेथड में स्पेस क्यों है? Yeah, so the meaning is basically the square bracket means अभी तक अगर सिर्फ और सिर्फ अगर आप int a लिखते हो, so that means you are creating just a variable, a normal variable. Okay, the square bracket basically means that you are creating an array. So the meaning is basically you are creating an array. But अब इसको आप जो तरीका है syntax है, the syntax which is been given, you can follow any of the syntax. The square bracket is just a representation of an array. Okay, so अगर एक example दे देता हूँ मैं. अगर for example if I write int square bracket A comma B. Okay, if I write this, what is the meaning of this? Can someone tell me what is the meaning of this? If I initialize like this, what is the
बी
meaning of
अलग
this?
वेरिएबल है और ए array वाला वेरिएबल है.
No, the meaning is I am
both are
creating,
array.
yeah, both are array because int जो है, int variable का array वो मैं a को assign कर रहा हूँ. I'm creating an array of integer and I'm assigning that to a. So a is treated as an array. Similarly, b is also a variable who's been assigned with integer array. So this is a separate meaning. But if I write like this, int a square bracket comma b, what is the meaning of this? In this is an array, but this is not an array. Why? Because I'm creating an array of a whose data type is integer, whereas I'm creating a variable b whose data type is an integer. So there is a difference between this and there is a difference between this. Okay, in the first case both are array. Why we are creating both are array? Because we are creating a data type integer and all the values will be integer array. Okay, and that is assigned to a variable a or a variable b. But in the second case, I am creating an array of a variable whose data type is an integer. Okay, is it clear? Is the point clear?
सर
सर
Yes.
अगर
सर हर बार मेन मेथड में डेटा टाइप स्ट्रिंग क्यों रखते हैं?
मेन मेथड में स्ट्रिंग इसलिए रखते हैं क्योंकि दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ सिंटैक्स एंड आई सेड क्योंकि जब कमांड लाइन आर्गुमेंट आप करते हो व्हेनेवर यू परफॉर्म अ कमांड लाइन आर्गुमेंट यू हैव टू टेक एन इनपुट फ्रॉम द यूजर. आपको हमेशा यूजर से एक इनपुट लेना पड़ता है. जनरली अगर आप इनपुट नहीं देते हो तो आपको एक कमांड लाइन के थ्रू आपको इनपुट लेना ही पड़ेगा. सो कमांड लाइन आर्गुमेंट इज काइंड ऑफ अ इमरजेंसी एग्जिट. ओके, सो अगर आप भूल गए हो, if you don't know, if you have not put an place where you can insert an input, you have got only a single place where you can insert the input, that is called as a command line argument. तो कमांड लाइन आर्गुमेंट पे आप इनपुट दोगे, लेकिन वो जो इनपुट आप लोगे वो हमेशा स्ट्रिंग के फॉर्मेट में होगा. अगर आपको इंटीजर चाहिए या कुछ और चाहिए सो वो आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा, वो आपको बेसिकली पार्स करना पड़ेगा. सो अगर आपको याद होगा, अगर हम 10 plus 10 करते हैं, if we take two input, one is called as a 10 and another is called as a 10. If you perform addition of that, it will treat it as an integer, it will treat it as a string. So 10 plus 10 it will give you 1010. But अगर उसको नंबर की तरह ट्रीट कराना, you have to pass it. So pass करने पे it will become 10 will become actually a number 10 and then it will be added with a number 10, so it will give you 20. So why it is given like that? It is a part of a syntax. Why it is a part of a syntax? Because you have to take an input as a string. Okay, क्योंकि कोई input की जगह अगर आपने नहीं दिया, there is a single place that has to be given जहाँ से आप emergency entry कर सको. You can go into the program and you can perform your respective task. अगर आपने input देने की जगह नहीं छोड़ी, so there is still an emergency entry जहाँ से आप जा सकते हो. I hope it is clear.
यस सर.
सर
Yes.
सर अगर मेरे को एक एरे बनाने का है जिसका साइज है 20, तो वो
Okay.
जो 20 वैल्यू है वो ब्रैकेट्स में डालने का, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स में.
हाँ, वो अभी आगे जाते हैं ना, अभी आगे जाएंगे कैसे करना है वो आगे जाएंगे. बट इनिशियलाइज कैसे करना है समझ में आ गया आप सबको? इज द इनिशियलाइजेशन पार्ट क्लियर? सो हमने अभी तक पहला पार्ट किया है. द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियलाइजेशन. द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज इनिशियलाइजेशन एंड इनिशियलाइजेशन कैन बी डन इन 4 डिफरेंट वेज. ओके, सो आप ब्रैकेट इधर लो, उधर लो, इधर लो, इधर लो, लेकिन जस्ट रिमेंबर व्हेन यू आर इनिशियलाइजिंग two variables, so remember that there is a difference between that. Okay, so in the first approach a and b both are array. In the second approach a is array but b is a normal variable. I hope this point is clear. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll go to the second part. The second part of an array is called as a creation of an array. Okay, so till now हमने initialize तो कर दिया, इसका मतलब हमने वेरिएबल क्रिएट कर दिया. वेरिएबल बनाने के बाद हमें एक्चुअली अभी एरे क्रिएट करना है. वी हैव टू क्रिएट एन एरे. सो मतलब हमें साइज देना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो क्रिएशन ऑफ एन एरे क्या होगा? व्हाट इज हाउ टू क्रिएट एन एरे? सो जैसे हम लोग अभी तक इनिशियलाइज किया, इनिशियलाइज करने के बाद हमें उसको बताना है कि कितनी वैल्यू उसके अंदर स्टोर होनी चाहिए. हाउ मेनी वैल्यूज हैज टू बी स्टोर्ड. एंड सिंस एरे इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट, it is not a primitive data type, it is an object. Okay, इसका मतलब जावा के अंदर array is treated as an object. So अगर वो एक object है, so normally object create कैसे करते हैं? How we create an object? How to create an object? We use a keyword called as new, right? हमें एक keyword use करना पड़ता है called as new.
Yes.
So similarly over here हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have int, we have initialized int a as a array. Okay, so this is how we have initialized an array. उसके बाद आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? a जो है that is equal to, we write a new keyword. Okay, we write a new keyword, and then we write the data type, which is int, and in bracket we write down the size of the array that you are creating. So अगर आपने बोला 20 size का बनाना है तो 20 मैं यहाँ पे लिखूंगा. Okay, so this is the second part. So first I need to create it. First I need to initialize it. So this is called as initialization part. Once it has been initialized, then I have to perform the creation of the array. So how to create an array? Just put down the variable name is equal to new, and then put int and bracket. You have to put down the size of the array. Okay. So अगर आप चाहो तो आप step 1 और step 2 दोनों को combine कर सकते हो. How to combine it? I can write down int a in bracket is equal to new int in bracket 20. So that means what you have created? You have created an array, okay, and that array has a size of how much? Size has, what is the size?
20.
What is the size? It is
20.
20. So the first index number would be 0, next index number would be 1. What would be the last index number?
19.
19.
90. Okay, so that is how we create an array. Okay, so either you can create by this method, or you have to follow 2 steps. So this is the first step, this is the second step. So you can combine both this step and you can go with the third step, or you can do with the first and the second. Both way it is possible. Okay, is it clear? Is this one clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next is after creation. The third point is we have to initialize. यानी हमें value डालनी पड़ेगी. Okay, into an array. How to initialize an array? Okay, that means अगर मुझे इस जगह पे 10 डालना है, इसके आगे वाले वैल्यू में 20 डालना है, उसके आगे वैल्यू में 30 डालना है. How to do that? Okay, so how to initialize the value? Can someone have any wild guess how to do that? After creating it, what we can do? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट यूज होगा सर.
You can do the looping, so but that is an advanced version. Before that, can I do a of 0, and I can directly put a value over there? 10. Is it a valid instruction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
directly I'm assigning on 0th index I'm putting a value called as 10. Then I can put at a of 1 I can put 20, and so on. I can keep on incrementing the value, and I can assign the value manually. Okay, I can do that on every instruction. Okay, so but this problem is very hectic, right? It is very hectic. So what is the other thing that I can do? और इससे आसान तरीका क्या है? What I can do is I can do this, which is basically int a is equal to, and within the bracket I can put all the values. So 10, 20, 30, 40, within the curly bracket I can put down all the values. So this is the another way of doing that. Okay, so either आप ये कर सकते हो, which is you can assign them individually, या आप एक साथ सारे वैल्यू एक array के अंदर within the curly bracket you can put down all the values and you can directly assign to the array. So this is the second approach. And the third approach, which is the most widely used, is we can use a for loop for assigning it. Okay, so we'll be looking at the program में हम check करते हैं, and then we'll just try to identify कि कैसे करना है. And the last method is called as retrieving. Okay, so retrieving का मतलब आपने initialize कर दिया, अब आपको retrieve करना, आपको value find करनी है. You have to find out what is the value stored at the respective number. So वो कैसे करोगे? How to identify that? अगर मुझे let's say इस जगह पे यानी सेकंड प्लेस पे क्या वैल्यू शो है, तो मैं कैसे फाइंड आउट करूंगा? हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट? आई कैन डू दैट सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन, और मैं क्या डालूंगा उसके अंदर? a of 2. सो a of 2 डालते ही मुझे उस जगह पे जो भी वैल्यू रहेगा वो मुझे प्रिंट हो जाएगा. सो इन ऑर्डर टू रिट्राइव आल्सो आई कैन रिट्राइव इट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द इंडेक्स नंबर. So I can do that. I can retrieve on the basis of the for loop also. So for loop के अंदर मैं I लगा करके I can increment my the index number and I can print all the values in a array. So we'll just start with the program. We'll just start the program and we'll just try to understand how to make an array, how to create an array, and then we'll just try to create an array. Okay, so अभी तक समझ में आ गया array क्या होता है? What is an array? Array is nothing but it is a data structure which stores a value which is of similar data type. Okay, so it stores the value which is of similar data type. Okay, so I'll just start with a class called as array1. Okay, array1 करके class ले रहा हूँ मैं, and I'm making it as a main class. Okay, so how to make it as a main class? Public static void main in bracket string args. Okay, args. We'll just try to make few changes. Okay, generally हम लोग क्या करते थे, string के बाद args के बाद square bracket डालते थे. We'll just try to put the square bracket over here and we'll just check it out कि ये ऐसा possible है कि नहीं. Okay, then we'll start the proper functionality of the main function. Main function we will try to create an array. So I'm creating an array called as int a. Okay, so what is the variable name over here? What is the variable name?
A.
A is a variable name. What is the data type of that variable?
Integer.
Integer. Now I've written down a square bracket. That means a has become a normal variable or it has become an array.
Array.
It has become an array. Okay, so I've initialized a as an array. Okay, अगर मैं चाहूँ तो यहीं पे इसको create भी कर सकता हूँ. I've done the initialization part, but I can create it over here. So in order to create, a is an array, but array is an object. So in order to make an array, I have to create a object. So object create करने के लिए I have to use a keyword called as new. So int a is equal to new int, and I will pass the size of the array. Okay, so let's say मैं यहाँ पे I'll be passing 2. Okay, so I'm passing a 2 size of an array. So basically it will have 2 values stored in it. पहली value कहाँ पे store होगी?
0th index.
0.
And second value will be stored where? 1th index. Okay, so this is how I've done my first step and second step. Step 1 is initialization. Step number 2 is creation. So I've combined both this step and I've done with it. Now I want to basically assign the value. Okay, so how to assign the value? How I can do that? How to do that? A of 0, I can assign the value as 10. I can do that manually. And then a of 1, I as 20. Okay, after assigning it, I can print the value. So in order to retrieve it, system dot out dot print ln. And in that I can print a of 0, and then I can print the a of 1. I'll just save the program. Okay, so the program name will be arr1.java. Okay, I've saved the program. I will just go to the run window, cmd, d drive, cd java program, java c, array 1.java. Compile, no error. Let's try to run it. arr1, and I'll just press enter. So what I've got 10 and 20. Okay, so I've created an array. I've assigned the values. I've passed the value 10 and 20, and finally I'm just displaying it. So I'm getting the value as 10 and 20. Okay, I'll just check it out. अगर मैं ये जो square bracket है, can I have some other combination? So can I put it over here? Okay, I'll just remove this part. Okay, I'll just save it. This is the first approach, right? This was the first approach, right? मैंने save किया, compile किया, run किया, same answer, no issues. Okay, yeah. So this is the first way. मैं अगर space निकाल देता हूँ तो कुछ problem होगा. I will just save it. Okay, I will just try to compile it. It is being compiling, no problem. I'm getting the answer. Okay, is it clear? Is this clear? So any of the method, I can initialize any of the method, but the best approach is basically either you can do this or you can have the square bracket, paste it over here. Okay, so that is how you create an array. So this part is called as, only this part is called as Only this part is called as initialization.
Initialization.
This part is called as, only this part is called as creation.
Creation.
This part is called as, this part is called as
Initial.
Assigning values.
assignment, and this part is called as
Retrieve.
Retrieving.
So in array we have seen the four different things. One is called as initialization, then assigning, then creation, then assigning, and then retrieving. Okay, so these are the four things that you will be seeing in array. We'll just try to basically इसके अंदर अब values ज़्यादा डाल के देखो, and just try. I just want you to perform assign the value. Take an array. Let's say take an array of size 10. Okay, यानी 10 value होनी चाहिए. Assign these value through the user. User will enter into the array. Okay, so क्या करना है? Basically every time क्या करना है? Whatever the user is entering, so use a for loop. Okay, use a for loop. Within the for loop, what you'll be going to do? A of I जो रहेगा. Okay, so I should be varying from where to where. It will be from 0 to where. It will go from where to where?
9.
It should go to 9. So A of I जो रहेगा, that would be assigned a value from the user, and that is done with the help of sc dot next int. Okay, so next int से आप हर एक value assign करो. Okay, try to assign it. What is sc? Sc is an object of which class? You're taking the input from user, so how to take it? Through which object? Scanner. So use create a scanner object, then apply this. Okay, I'm just giving you a rough idea. So आप क्या करो, A पहले array create करो जिसका size 10 होना चाहिए, और उसके अंदर जो input होगा वो user से लो, and then finally try to print it. So print करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? फिर से for loop लेना पड़ेगा. तो for loop का जो I रहेगा that would vary from 0 to 9, and then system dot out dot println में A of 0 की जगह पे यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? A of I, and every time I get implemented, हर time A of 0 print होगा, फिर A of 1 print होगा, फिर A of 2 print होगा, and every time the new value will be printed. Okay, is it clear? So what you want to do, what I want you to do is create an array of size 10, store the value from the user and display it. Is the program clear? Is the program clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so try to do
Yes.
that. Try to do that. Anybody is facing any problem? किसी को कुछ पूछना है उस दरमियान? बाकी लोग करो फटाफट. So has anybody tried out? किसी ने देखा प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में, Java Swing, Java FX? Has anybody taken out the time and gone with the ideas, discuss with your friend? कुछ किया आप लोगों ने कल के दिन के बाद से? You have started, right? Floating the ideas. You have started, right? किसी ने चालू नहीं किया अभी तक आइडिया फ्लोट करना?
अभी तक टॉपिक ही डिसाइड कर रहे थे.
ओके, तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, वही टॉपिक ही डिसाइड करने के लिए एटलीस्ट आइडिया फ्लोट होना चाहिए. ओके, you have to start with the floating of the ideas. Just discuss with your idea. What is your idea? What is Anas alias and library management? Yeah, so discuss it and just try to. आज मेरे ख्याल से लिंडा मैम ने आपको थर्ड लेक्चर आपका ये हुआ था ना मेरे ख्याल से प्रोजेक्ट का. So what happened in that class? कुछ हुआ था उस टाइप पे? Has anything happened in project के क्लास में? कुछ बताया मैम ने आज?
सर टाइटल डिस्कस करने बोला था और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट लिखने बोला था.
So always go with the first come first service. Okay, I would just suggest कि मेरे ख्याल से मैम अचानक से मांगेगी. So whoever have gone जैसे लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट किसी का डिसाइड हो गया, so जो भी पहले जाएगा that would be given to them, I think. So this is the approach which generally is followed in generally all the colleges. So अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपका प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा है, आसान है और वो आप कर सकते हो और कोई उस पर पहले हाथ ना मार ले, तो आप जाके लिंडा मैम से पहले बात कर लो और try to reserve that topic. Okay, so yeah, do that. Yeah, so in this particular program, have you started the program? What you have to do first, create a class. Okay, then create the main function, then create the array, initialize the array and create the array. So array का size हमने 10 create कर दिया. Now we need to put the values. Okay, हमें पहले user से input लेना है. For that we need to create an object of scanner class. So scanner sc is equal to new scanner in bracket. What do you write in bracket? What do you write in bracket?
System.in.
System.in.
We write system.in. Okay, so I'll just, और scanner को अगर use करना है तो कौन से class को import करना पड़ेगा? Which class do we have to import? Import java dot util dot scanner. Okay, so this is the class that we need to import. उसके बाद ये होने के बाद now you're ready, so you can start the for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. Okay, and this you have to assign the values. Okay, so this for loop that you're doing, okay, this for loop that you're doing is for assigning. Okay, assigning assignment of values. Okay, so क्या assign कर रहे हो आप? Basically what you're assigning basically is a of I. What will be assigning over here? A of I equal to what? What you are assigning? How to assign it? कैसे assign करेंगे?
SC dot next int.
SC dot next int. Okay, so I'll be putting the value SC dot next int. So whatever the user will enter, it will go into A of 0, then it will go into A of 1, then it will go into A of 2. Every time the next loop will come, जो भी आप enter करोगे, it will be displayed over there. Okay, so before displaying that, we need to display a message system dot out dot println, and over here I have to display a message. Enter the 10 values. Okay, so ये मैसेज आने के बाद मुझे पता चलना चाहिए कि हाँ मुझे 10 वैल्यूज डालनी है, वरना मुझे पता नहीं कब क्या डालना पड़ेगा. So that is why I have to display a message. Okay, so once the message has been displayed, अब मैंने a of I को वैल्यू असाइन कर दिया, यानी array की वैल्यू असाइनमेंट हो चुका है. Now I want to retrieve the array. Okay, I want to display it. Okay, I need to show the values which is stored in the array. So उसके लिए भी मैं एक मैसेज प्रिंट करूंगा. So system dot out dot println, and over here I'll print it the value or the array stores the following values. Okay, and I will just try to display the values what is being stored in the array. So for that again I'll start the for loop, which will be for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. Okay, so कल LTI का इंटरव्यू था. There was an LTI का placement drive for college. Okay, and the question asked was to check whether a string is palindrome or not. Okay, so final year में क्या सवाल पूछा उनको? To check whether a string is palindrome or not. What is a palindrome string? Can someone tell me?
एक स्ट्रिंग को रिवर्स किया तो दोनों सेम रहना चाहिए.
Yeah, so you can see कि placement जहाँ पे 5 लाख का पैकेज मिल रहा है बच्चों को, और वहाँ पे जो सवाल पूछे जा रहे हैं that is from the second year. So you can see the seriousness of the second year. So that is why the basic programming is very important. Okay, so you should know. अगर array पता है, अगर looping पता है, okay, if you're good with looping, then definitely आपको ये सारी चीजें आपको अच्छे से आएगी. Similarly एक पेपर में Pascal triangle पूछा गया था. Okay, so these are the basic program which basically judges you कि आप कितने smart हो loop use करने में, and that is how they decide whether you're good for programming or you're good for some other work. Okay, so उस basis पे judge किया जाता है. So yeah, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. I'll be starting the program. So I have to display the content of the array. So system dot out dot print ln, and I'll display the value, each value. So a of I semicolon. ओके, प्रोग्राम हो गया इससे पूरा मेरा, तो कुछ और बचा है? इज इट डन? इज इट डन?
yes
Yes.
सो आई जस्ट सेव द प्रोग्राम. आप लोग का आउटपुट आया क्या किसी का? हैव यू गॉट द आउटपुट?
yes sir
Okay, good. I'll just try to compile my Java array1.java. There is a okay, so this particular notepad is not supporting. I'll just remove this comment. I'll save it. Yeah, so it has been compiled. I just write on Java array1 and I will just press the enter. So it is asking to enter the 10 values. So I am entering 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so what I'm getting as output, the same values. Okay, so I have initialized an array, I have created an array. After creation, I have stored the values into an array, and finally I have displayed, I have retrieved the array. Is the point clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The next point that I want to discuss in an array is called as the types of an array. Okay, so array ke there are multiple types of an array. Okay, so what are the types of an array that we have? We can have one dimensional array. The types of an array is one dimensional array. What is one dimensional array? What is the meaning of one dimensional array? What is the meaning of one dimensional array? 1D array का मतलब? Is it a normal array or is it something else?
Normal array.
It is just a normal array, so it will have
Normal array.
it will just have a single row. Okay, it will just have a single row, so that is called as a 1D array. Okay, we have got another array which is called as a two-dimensional array. We have got another array which is called as a 2D array. Okay, so 2D array क्या होगा? What will be 2D array look like? How does 2D array will look like?
rows and columns.
Yeah, exactly. So it will have
Whichever row and column.
yeah, so it will have rows. It will have rows, and then it will have columns. So such type of an array is called as two-dimensional array. And then we have the last category which is called as a multi-dimensional array. Okay, multi-dimensional array. What is a multi-dimensional array? How it will look like? इसको represent कराना is a difficult task, but I will just try to make it. Yeah, so the representation is somewhat like this: a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so we have rows and columns over here. On this side, we also have a rows and columns on this side. We have also rows and columns on this side, and so on the other side. Okay, it is not visible to us, but there are total how many faces in a cube? How many faces are there in cube?
सर एक रूबिक क्यूब जैसा होगा ना?
Exactly. So ये तो Rubik cube में जो आपका faces है, it is like how many faces are there in a Rubik cube? 6 faces we have, right? So अगर आप चाहो तो we can have 5 phases का, also we can have 8 phases का, 10 phases का, depends on to the situation. Okay, so it is one kind of a multi-dimensional array. We can also have multiple dimensions of an array. Okay, so ये generally used कहाँ होता है? Where it is used? It is generally used in images. Okay, images में जो आपका image processing करके subject है, there is a subject which will be called as a image processing. So in that case you will be using a multi-dimensional array. दूसरी जगह कहाँ पे यूज हो सकता है? It can be used in apart from images, और कहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं इसको आप? हाँ, there is a concept of OLTP, online transaction processing, and OLAP, okay, online analytical processing. ये जो part है, this is part of data warehousing. Okay, what is data warehousing? There is a database. First we have data, which is small factual data. Okay, then उस factual data को आप store कहाँ पे करते हो? Where you store that factual data? Where you store that factual data? कहाँ पे store करते हो? You have a data. You store data where? What is that software called? Where is that data being stored?
डेटाबेस.
Database. So data जो है वो database में है. Database, multiple database को आप store करते हो एक जगह पे. That place is called as data warehouse. Okay. So example like जैसे आप कुछ shop करते हो, खरीदने जाते हो. So example अगर मेरे को मोबाइल खरीदना है, so I am buying a OnePlus mobile. So that OnePlus mobile I am buying from a retailer. Okay. And that retailer would have bought from a warehouse, right? वो warehouse से लेके आया होगा उसको. So it is just like data also plays a similar role. So एक जगह होती है which is called as a data warehouse, which dumps multiple database into it. Okay. So multiple database को ये यहाँ पे dump करता है. Okay. उसके बाद इस multiple database के अंदर से it try to retrieve some information. So information जो है या knowledge जो है that comes from the data warehouse. So अगर आपको पता होगा database जो है it stores data in the which format? General. The database stores data in which format? A table, right? Database के अंदर data किस format में होता है? Generally, table.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have got one table over here. We have got a table for a database. We have got another table for another database. तो ऐसे multiple tables होंगे. In multiple tables को we'll try to put it in this format using multiple dimensional array. Okay. Multi-dimensional array में डालने के बाद आप multiple angles से you'll try to come up with a solution. Okay. Solution क्या होगा? इस टेबल में हो सकता है आपका सेल्स का रिकॉर्ड होगा. इस टेबल में हो सकता है आपका कंट्री के वाइज के हिसाब से सेल्स का रिकॉर्ड होगा. सो आप क्या बता सकते हो कि OnePlus का मोबाइल यहाँ पे सेल्स का रिकॉर्ड है, मतलब कितना बिका इन 2019, 2020, 2021 में कितना बिक रहा है, और कंट्री वाइज में यहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड होगा, जैसे इंडिया में कितना बिका, यूएस में कितना बिका, यूके में कितना बिका. सो बाय गेटिंग ऑल दैट इंफॉर्मेशन OnePlus विल कम टू नो विद एन नॉलेज कि जो सबसे ज्यादा मार्केट है उसका दैट इज इंडिया. सो ही विल ट्राई टू कम अप विद a pricing which will appease majority of the people. So India ka pricing will be much better compared to the price of the US and UK. Okay. So that knowledge, how does it get that knowledge? It get that knowledge from the multi-dimensional array. So it basically try to generate an information or knowledge from the different table that we have, और इन टेबल को वो पुट करता है into multi-dimensional array and operation onto the multi-dimensional array such as roll up, drill down, ये सब जो है आप थर्ड ईयर में पढ़ोगे basically, which is an advanced version of your database. एंड वहां पे ये मल्टी डायमेंशनल एरे का प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन आपको समझ में आएगा. सो दो जगह पे ज्यादातर आप मल्टी डायमेंशनल एरे यूज करते हो. एक होता है इमेज प्रोसेसिंग में और दूसरा OLTP या OLAP में आप यूज करते हो. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
So हमने 1D array बनाना सीख लिया. Now we'll try to learn how to make 2-dimensional array. Okay. This 3-dimensional array, because it is not yet there in your syllabus, and it requires bigger software also in order to show the representation. You can make a multi-dimensional array, but that representation will be difficult to show it onto a flat screen. Okay. So that representation is difficult right now. But 2D dimensional we can show it, because 2D is nothing but it is a plane only, and we have got a plane screen and we can show it over there. Okay. So 2D dimensional का program हम कैसे लिखेंगे? How to write down a program for 2-dimensional array? So again 2-dimensional array है आपका. Okay. So एक array के लिए आप कितना variable assign करोगे? How many variable you will be assigning? Tell me. For every array, how many variable you are assigning? How many variable you are assigning? What will be the variable for this? इसको आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए क्या मुझे वेरिएबल लगेगा? Yes. Why? Because I cannot remember. I cannot remember the memory address. So मुझे एक वेरिएबल देना पड़ेगा. सो आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ वेरिएबल कॉल्ड एज a. सो एक वेरिएबल से आई कैन आइडेंटिफाई द होल मल्टी डायमेंशनल एरे. बट इन ऑर्डर टू आइडेंटिफाई ईच वैल्यूज, हर एक वैल्यू को मुझे आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, मुझे इंडेक्स नंबर देना पड़ेगा. बट इंडेक्स नंबर कौन सा? इट विल बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रोज एंड कॉलम्स. सो आई हैव टू गिव रोज एंड कॉलम्स. सो ये वाला अगर वैल्यू ये वाला चाहिए मुझे, तो इस ये वैल्यू चाहिए तो मुझे क्या रो देना पड़ेगा? व्हाट विल बी द स्टार्टिंग रो नंबर?
0.
0. Then we'll go to the next row is 1. Then we'll have 2. What about column? Column will be starting from
0.
0. Then we have
1, 2, 3.
2, 3. So in order to access 10, what will be putting over here? In order
0,
to
0.
0.
we put 0, 0 over here.
Zero,
In
zero.
order to put, in order to access 20, what will be putting? A of
1,
1
1.
1
1, 1.
And one.
Okay. In order to get this data, which is 30, what I will be putting? A of
2 1.
2, 1.
2 1.
2, 1. Is it clear? So we have the order is first we have a row and then we have a column. Okay. So first सबसे पहले तो हमें एक array बनाना पड़ेगा जो कि 2-dimensional data को store कर सके. So how to create it? How to initialize it? What is the way of creating an array? First we write the data type. So what is the data type that we are using? What are the data that we are storing? Is it integer, all integer? So data type क्या होगा?
Integer.
Int. The data type would be int. What is the name of the variable?
A.
A. So a variable मैंने create किया. And what is the dimension that it is having? Is it having just row? Yeah, it is also having a column. Just row
Row
or
and
column?
column both.
So row and column के लिए
Both row.
I have to make 2 brackets. Okay, 2 opening and closing brackets. Okay, so 2 bracket represent, one is for the row and other is for the column. Okay, since array is an object, so मुझे उसका array is an object, so उसका मुझे एक object बनाना पड़ेगा. So in order to make an object, I have to use a keyword called as new. So int a is equal to new. Again, I have to write data type, which is int, and in bracket I have to pass the number of rows, the size of the row, and the size of the column. So tell me, what is the size of the row that you are passing for this particular example? What is the size of the row?
2.
It should be greater than 2. It is starting from 0. So what is the size?
3.
So it should be 3. And what is the size of the column?
4.
4. So this is how I create my multi-dimensional array. Is it clear? Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we need to assign the value. So I've done 2 part over here. This part is called as, what is this part called? Initialization. It is initialization. This part is called as creation. So I've combined both this step and I've initialized as well as I've created an array. Okay. The next part is called as the assignment. I can assign it individually by row and column. Okay. So I can assign A00. I can put down the value. A11. I can put down the value. So which is the best way of doing that? Is it a plain assignment, manual assignment, or through a for loop? Which is the best approach?
For loop.
For loop. तो मुझे फॉर लूप लगाना पड़ेगा. ये फॉर लूप कितने फॉर लूप लगेंगे? एक या 2?
2.
कौन कौन से? एक काय के लिए और एक दूसरा काय के लिए?
Row और column.
रो और कॉलम के लिए. So I can initialize for int I is row is equal to 0. I'm initializing the row with 0. Row should be less than what? Go with this particular example. Row should be less than what?
5.
How 5?
3.
रो कहाँ से कहाँ तक जा रहा है? 0 1 2 उसके ऊपर नहीं जा रहा है ना. So it should be less than
हाँ.
3. So 0 1 2. Okay, and then row plus plus. Row plus plus. Okay. उसके बाद within that for loop I have to create another for loop. So it will be for int. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Column is equal to 0. Column की वैल्यू कहाँ तक जानी चाहिए? Column should be less than 4.
4.
प्लस प्लस कॉलम प्लस प्लस. ओके. सो ये क्या करेगा? रो 0 होगा, कॉल 0 होगा और उसकी वैल्यू असाइन करेगा. सो व्हाट आई विल हैव टू डू इन दिस फॉर लूप, इन दिस फॉर लूप a of row and a of call will be equal to what? Will be equal to what? sc dot next int. Okay, so initially क्या हो रहा है, what is happening at the initial the value of row is 0, then column is 0, so 0 0 को आपने initialize कर दिया. अगली बार row वही रहेगा, column has been incremented by 1, so यानी 0 0 ये वाला पॉइंट, अगली बार जो column है वो incremented by 1, so it is 0 1 now, so you are assigning this value, then 0 2 you are assigning this value, then 0 3 you are assigning this value. Now row column has become 4, but 4 is not less than 4, so it will go out of the loop, then it will go back to the row. Row has been incremented by 1, now row has come to this point, so you'll go to 1 0, you'll assign this value, 1 1 you'll assign this value, 1 2 you'll assign this value, 1 3 you'll assign this value. Similarly 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 sorry 2 3. Is it clear? Can you do that? Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just do it and try to display it. Display करने के लिए आपको क्या करना है? How I want the output to be displayed? I want to display it in the form of matrix. Okay, so 10, then I want some space, 20, then I want a space, then 30, then I want a space of 40, then I want the next line, I want 50, then I want 60, then I want 70, then I want 80, then the next line it is 90, then 100, 110 and 120. This is how I want the output to be shown. Okay, so for this we have studied a beautiful program called as star pattern, so you have to follow the same loop. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so try to do it on your own, and just show me the output. You have got 7 minutes left, so do it within 7 minutes.